last match. And before that, on day 1, on the game 3 and 4, they got 16 kills and 14 kills. That is just, Phoebe, that is so many kills as we see the Samsung Galaxy Note 9 coming down from the airplane. And here we go. Game number 2 of day 2.
Following on LH2U, and again, a very friendly play path right through the middle of the map, and it's going to end on Noye. So LH2U, assuming they're going to go there once again, will have the least amount of time to loot up before they got to move to the zone. We've got the Galaxy folks going up to Stalber, it looks like. Interesting drop spot. Evo's going to their typical Yasnaya Pollyanna. We've also got Terror, again, making a play for Watertown, it looks like. And again, we've got Baraka and his crew, BRK, heading for Watertown as well. So very interesting stuff developing right now. More of the same. We seem to have found a level of comfort, and it's going to come down to the first rotations to see what people do.
But check this out. Arab Madness is going to go ahead and try to challenge their BRK on
No,
Venice.
they're peeling off. Did you see that? Arab Madness saw BRK landing there as if it were some sort of surprise at this point, and they peeled off, and they're going to go elsewhere, it looks like.
I'm starting to see a lot of teams being more aggressive here. As we saw some teams not even having a vehicle and just running around as Fyra is trying to pick up every Fury, and they got to watch out because they got Hot Jukes and the Wildcard team coming very close by. We know they pretty much like going to where Hospital
Look at
is.
this developing.
It
They got
is.
Terror coming in right behind right now. I don't know how this is going to work out for them. They're slow to rotate. They've got 2 squads ahead of them already doing their thing.
This is definitely going to be interesting here by Terror. Something that we pointed out yesterday is that they don't like being so aggressive. Even though when they are aggressive, it works out for them. I wonder if they're going to go ahead and change that a little bit. Just in the previous match, as we were mentioning, they got just caught by looking at an airdrop for a little bit too long. Something that I know everybody at home watching this, you probably experienced that, PB, where you see that airdrop, you're like, oh yes, I'm going to go ahead and get it, and then it ends up on top of the building.
And it's one thing in a public match to look at it for that long. It's another thing in competitive tournament play. Looks like Terry is going to go to the west side of Northern Georgia Pole, and they're going to split through a squad that is already looting up and crash their car.
Terry, being aggressive. Being aggressive, trying to challenge GTW. Interesting place here by him. I'm actually very interested to see how this plans out. That's something I wanted to see out of this.
Look at the map, and you can see there from the overview, you've got GTW, 4 players split all over Northern Georgia right now. So you've got Gangstars looting up the east of Northern Georgia. You've got GTW all over the place in Northern Georgia. You've got Terror Squad right in the middle of them. Terror Squad has an opportunity right now to really start picking apart GTW one at a time. However, GT appears to know that they are there, and they are starting to kind of shade towards one side to potentially squad up for a fight.
And the interesting thing here about GTW is they have a lot of angles. They pretty much have them surrounded, and Terror Squad from India are just going to be in the middle. How are they going to get out of this? Are they going to go ahead and try to engage or loot up and get out? Because they are 1,800 meters away from the zone. The zone is very east right now, so something to go ahead and keep an eye on. At least Terror is able to go ahead and pick up some guns and is going to be able to defend themselves if they do engage with GTW.
It's going to come down to shots over there. We've got over here, it looks like, what is this, Milta Power, KWCD, looting up. They're being cautious. They seem to be aware of someone's presence inside the compound. Waiting to see who that is. It looks like Illuminate looting up the main power building, the control room, and
trying to be a little bit more cautious here.
JCC is in a bit of a predicament right now. He doesn't even know it.
He's got to watch out because, well, at least he does have a DP-28, so if he needs extra ammo, he definitely has that to his advantage. And look at this, KWCD started. They're working together. If they wanted to, they could take out this player, and keep in mind, it is going to go ahead and be FPP here, ladies and gentlemen. And now, look at this, the AKM. The AKM is a powerful gun up close and personal, so it could be to his advantage there, PB.
It's looking interesting right now for JCZ. He has called out that there are people there, and he's heard the footsteps backed off a little bit, and it looks like just now they're going to announce their presence. Just as lobbing grenades into the warehouse, and Illuminate right now caught with 1 player out, but he has grabbed a Jeep, and he has headed off back to safety of his squad, who's got a smoke waiting for him.
He grabbed that UAC and got out of there as soon as possible. My goodness, that was actually super smart plays there by Illuminate's player. And look at this, they are on top of this building. If anything, they do have the height advantage, and they're also still looting up that Mini 14. As we've seen it, a great gun. We saw a lot of it actually on the NA finals by Beowulf currently not being here, but other players as well, like Hot Jukes and Sam from Cloud9.
You can see the GT squad here again grouping up. They've got 3 split one way, one the other, and this is pretty typical of what we've seen from the Asian squad so far. 6 God has been spotted.
There you go, the turret
And he gets knocked. It's a
down.
huge kill from Anand right there. Can he take advantage? That guy is separated from his squad, so there is an opportunity here for them to go get an early finish on one of the GT DAY-2
He
squads.
decides to. This is what we're talking about. They're being too timid at this point. He is by himself. He needs to go ahead and try to push the action. This is huge for them. I want to go ahead and see if he's able to, but look at this. They give him enough time, and now GT DAY-2 is starting to flank around. It looks like the terror squad there being a little bit too timid still. I wonder if he's going to be able to notice here this player passing by.
Man, a little bit of an unfortunate
Barely
break.
sees him by.
Anand getting the great kill, and it's at this point, we've had quite a delay. They've rotated all the way from the other side of the city, and, well, we'll have to wait and see what's going on. He's looking both ways before he crosses the street. It appears to be clear, heading across now at this point. Akon and Ed from the side just runs right through him. So, again, just being outclassed right now by the Chinese squad, GT DAY-2 just showing their superiority here.
And definitely outclassed, right? You want to be aggressive, but you also don't want to run out in the open like that. If you can, maybe throw a smoke or try to find a different angle and try to find some cover. I see. If he would have maybe rushed a little bit sooner, he might have been able to go ahead and get that finish because GT Ed was not ready for that engagement.
Those players were not there.
He wasn't on top of that building. He wasn't going to get a shot
by the car, and the car went over with one player. Shushi and picked him up. I mean, really solid tactical play from GT DAY-2 and another missed opportunity for the Terror Squad.
Just very timid there from the Terror Squad, not living up to their name indeed. And look at this circle right here, ladies and gentlemen. Now, something to point out is that GT DAY-2 is going to have to worry about game stars when they come out. And look at this. GT got taking people down left and right with that UMP. That man has that 4 times on it, and we saw it early, and boy, is this gun accurate.
That's really impressive stuff here. 6 God getting avenged from his own knock here. He is not really going to want to put up with it. And look at this is the aggressive play we're talking about.
This is what we want to
have a knock, and you see immediately the squad snaps to it. They know they've got him on the ropes. Grenades come in. The vehicle rolls in. Their squad mates come in. You see him enter the house. 6 God going into frag. And as you can see, he's cleared the first floor. He peeks the second floor. Nobody there.
GT DAY-2 knows they have him hurt, and they're going to go ahead and try to push the action. They're just going to keep on moving. They have pretty much 2 players down. They need to go and get one more. And look at this. Great play by the Terror Squad as he gets in the car and gets out of there. That is maybe one of the best plays that I have seen by the team from India.
It's gonna keep him alive for a little bit longer as a squad, but unfortunately his teammates are left hung out to dry. Amit decides to take things into his own hands. Torpedo gets finished, and unfortunately for the Terror Squad, they are left with 1 member left.
And as we see that beautiful replay there, brought to you by Samsung Galaxy Note 9, just destroying people with that UMP in the 4 time. One of the guns that I'm starting to see a lot here on this competitive games. And talking about competitive guns, we got the Mini 14, which I believe was a 6 time. I wasn't able there to double check, but Illuminate, they know they got KWCD there by Milta Power. Are they gonna go ahead and wait it out? They are in the zone, so they don't have to worry about moving.
I love how they park their cars just with that little berm in play where they have them protected. The tires aren't going to get shot out. Nobody's really going to take, bullets at the top of the cars from range, wasting that ammo. You can see Gangstars here from the top of the ridge, hanging out just outside the zone, trying to zoom around and get in.
And as we see Sute there on the kill feed, being able to go in and take down one of the Arab Madness players, and Rolex goes down to Evil's pull shard to a grenade, and oh my god,
oh, the car kill! Oh my goodness, Ever Fury, he is not having any of it, and he decides to go run him over. You gotta love it.
The disrespect there by GameStars. They say, you know what, we're just not even going to go ahead and jump out. I don't want your loot. I'm just going to go ahead and run you over and just go with it.
You know, Northern George provides a lot of loot when you're not even bothering to stop and pick up that extra ammo and extra weapons, man. He just ran him over, a little kaboom, kaboom, and he is off into the distance.
Loving those sound effects. Definitely loving them. And look at this. Galaxy just pretty much waiting patiently, looting up. We have seen them in interesting spots. We saw them very northeast earlier, and it seems like they're still there. And look at this fight right here. Cloud9 going up against Evos. Cloud9 already has lost one of their teammates as Rolex did get naded and got destroyed there by Evos early in the game. Is Evos going to go ahead and try to push this? We know that the Asian teams are very aggressive. Can they go ahead and push this? Because they do have the numbers, but they have to be careful because BTR is very close by.
This is an interesting position that they find themselves in. They're not in Yasnaya this time, but again, Evos and Cloud9 finding a way to connect early, and they do exchange a few bullets, and Evos coming out on the better end of it.
And Carnage here with the M4, he seems like he's switching it up. He does have a 4-time on it, but as we mentioned, BTR is close by.
Cloud9 sandwich. Sam taking some shots here from BTR out the backside here, and it looks like Kodo has been made aware of it. He's going to roll over. Sam with the 6 times here. Watch Sam spray if he does find somebody to connect with.
And if you can, we know that man's got some accuracy, but he has to be careful as BTR might be aware now that they're in there, so they might go ahead and be worried that they're going to go ahead and push. Now, interesting place here by Cloud9. They do have the cars inside. That's definitely going to go ahead and work to their advantage, right? And look at this, GameStars. We actually seen them there before. We've seen that play from them. They like to go ahead and go into that little dip.
Yeah, they like that berm, but they are in range right now of one of the compounds nearby, so they're going to be well hidden, so they're going to be able to peek it here. But this could be a difficult position for them rotating out. We'll see what develops as the circle closes.
They can definitely peek it, but they also have to be careful if they get pushed by teams. They do have Evos there on the other compound, pretty much just northwest, it appears. Actually, Evo's Bullshark starts noticing those cars, and he's going to go ahead and start backing them up a little bit. He doesn't want them to get a little bit too comfortable on that area. Evo's Bullshark just being precise there with that single fire on the M16, and he's able to get him that accuracy, ladies and gentlemen.
Not used to that kind of accuracy from range.
This play here by Evos, they're going to go ahead and push it. They know they got a player down, ladies and gentlemen. Evos knows they have GameStars hurting, and look at this push here by Evos.
Look at the split. This is brilliant. Evos on the offensive here. Look at the angle.
The angles indeed. GameStar starting to realize that they're starting to get flanked. They're going to go ahead and jump on the cars. Is Sute going to be able to go ahead and get out of there as the Evil's Bullshark is getting shot by other GameStar's teammates. Interesting plays here as the Evils with a beautiful flank, but luckily there for GameStars, they realize that they're in a bad spot and they push out.
Very well played by both squads there. Evo's really at another level as far as their accuracy is concerned. GameStar's not used to that type of opposition. When they take that spot in North America, that's something that they're able to hold. They're able to knock people down. Evo's able to easily pick up the knock immediately. What you saw, which we haven't seen from a lot of the teams in this tournament, is immediate aggression. As soon as they picked up the knock, they went for it. They pushed GameStars out of the spot. GameStars realizing they were in trouble, immediately hopped in the vehicles and let it succeed later.
Evo's just being so aggressive. We have never seen that before. And look at this.
Lost their compound.
Now gonna go up against CPT. CPT controlling that building. Can they go ahead and just win this before CPT hand jumps in? Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. CPT going inside the building. We got Evos outside. Evos JC gets knocked down by CPT. He's gonna go ahead and get finished, but CPT gets knocked down from behind. Bullshark with those accurate shots. He gets knocked down from behind as well as CPT hand takes him there a little bit.
On the flank, Han takes down X as well. Evos is on the rope. Ernie is down to him. And Ernie goes down. This is brilliant play from CPT. They stole the compound. Extreme awareness. Seeing the Evos had left it to go take on the GameStars. And that aggressive move cost him. Check this out. C9 comes into the scene as well, trying to take advantage of a weakened CPT team.
And this is the perfect time right here. They need to go ahead and push. They had 2 players down. They only have 1 player down right now. You see Koda starting to get some shots. That man's got the AKM. Sam being able to go ahead and take another player down there from CPT. Great, wonderful plays here by Cloud9 as he knocks another player down. Cloud9 trying to take control of this compound. Kodo, actually, I believe
Carnage goes down.
Strike it down. Ladies and gentlemen, can he clutch this kill? Cloud9 takes out CPT.
Takes the compound. They said no way. CPT takes the compound from Evos. Cloud9 takes it from CPT. Who's next? Who's going to come flying into the next car? Is it Illuminate? We'll have to wait and see.
If you are not standing out of your seat right now at home or celebrating, my gosh, that is some of the most intense action back and forth I have seen ever.
And here it is. Still under fire. Illuminate indeed does show up. And C9 in trouble. Their tires being flattened right now. They have nowhere to go. They are stuck at this point. And remember, they are a man down as they lost Rolex a little bit earlier to the grenade.
They are, and I believe they're actually 2 men down now with Kodo being up, and I believe it might have been Carnage as well. So actually, Kodo is the only one left from C9 there. Huge hit by C9 as they were able to actually go ahead and secure 3 kills, but you gotta go ahead and kind of think about it, right?
You know what's crazy?
Worth it.
You know what's crazy about this game is we've seen so much action, we've seen so many great plays, but look at how many teams are still alive. 18. This is a huge thing. If C9 goes out now, they're going to be 18th place. It seems like they've done a great job, right? But we're still at 18th place. So many teams left on the board.
Once we zoom out and look at the map there, brought to you by Samsung Galaxy Note 9, you're going to realize that that was just a tiny little area in the map. There's still a lot more teams getting readied up and trying to figure out. LHW is starting to get some shots in there and starting to let them know, hey, we are here.
Really good stuff at that compound. LHW up on the cliffside now, taking a look at Big Russian Bot. Really nice stuff from him. We've got LHW Zen looking with a Car 98 down at the compound, and he is very feared with that gun. He prefers the DMR, but he's rocking the bolt action for right now.
He's going to be able to get some shots there. We saw him being able to get some knocks earlier, and one of the LHW players is currently a little bit hurt, so we definitely saw some engagement there early by them. And I believe they were able to go ahead and knock down somebody, but they weren't able to get the finish that we're used to seeing them get.
That's absolutely right. Taking a look inside the LHW, or this is GTW's camp here. Fixing headphones and taking it easy.
Waiting patiently. He doesn't have one shot, and that helmet is pretty much gone. Big Russian Bot, Torty here with his squad, waiting patiently. We has to watch out though. LHW knows that Torty and Big Russian Bot is there, so they definitely have to be careful about that.
Still looking through the windows. He definitely knows he's there.
Now, one shot here you gotta keep an eye out on. They are currently on the they got the height advantage, ladies and gentlemen. So it is something good to see, right? You want to go and see them have the height advantage, and we know that LHW definitely has the accuracy as well. And not only that, they have the scopes, because at this range, if you don't have any scopes, you might as well not want to go ahead and engage. You're not gonna be able to get anything, PB.
Better to stay hidden and not show yourself than peek with a red dot or a holographic sight. These guys are all rocking 4 times and 6 times scopes from range.
As we see, check it out. Team Terror from India here, Amit, the one that was able to get away earlier. He's still alive, and GTW has been following him all along. They're saying, we want to go ahead and make sure we finish off that team. We were able to get 3 of you. Let's see if we can maybe get the 4th one. And they're looking for him, too. They're trying to figure out where he's at. They're not going inside that complex yet. Amit does have the AKM, so he is ready to rumble. Is he going to go ahead and be able to steal the car again and get away with it?
At this point in time, I wish Amit would just look out the window and just blow up their car. That would be the funniest thing in the world.
Imagine if he was actually able to go ahead and do that. Just destroy the GT squad by himself. That would just be priceless.
He got a close call there. He's able to live to fight another day, or at least live to hide another day.
And as we see Wildcard passing by RRQ here.
RRQ up on Potato Hill.
They definitely got to watch out here. RRQ being hot right now. They have the momentum. They have everything going on for them at the moment. You got to be careful with this team. I don't think at this point, PB, would you try to engage them, or would you just go ahead and let them be?
I would definitely try to engage them before they get that position in the final circle. I would be trying to knock them out early because in addition to you having to perform well, you need to knock them down a peg, man. You got to have some of the other teams finish above them in order for you to gain ground.
Definitely, if you are able to knock them right now, they will pretty much finish Team 18, which will be huge for them. You're going to pretty much stop them from getting more points. You're going to stop them from getting kills there towards the end, and it will just be a huge... oh my goodness, LHW there with the car. Okay, I haven't seen that before. Actually, I have seen it, but it was by mistake.
They're packing those cars into the shelter right now, keeping them hidden.
And Illuminate now coming in. They saw a lot of gunfights here early, and they're saying, you know what, let's go ahead and go down there real quick. Although they don't seem to remember that they did blow out some of the tires of those cars. And as we see, Cloud9, the only player left from Cloud9 is gonna look at this, ladies and gentlemen. We got Full Sin, we got Hero, we got LHW nearby. Who's gonna go to be the first one as we see Gainstar starting to shoot some people from BRK and LHW? We see them consistent. We see them knock people outside cars. Can they go ahead and do that here as Hero is trying to run away?
And look at that, Gangstars has knocked out and finished Team BRK with another subpar performance in Game 2 today. And they were definitely looking to do a little bit better.
And Kodo actually being able to go and knock somebody down there. He wasn't able to get the kill, I don't believe. LHW getting some huge knocks. Actually not able to get the kills though. They're starting to get the knocks, but they're not able to finish them, which means they're not able to get points. And barely misses that shot. He goes for it again.
That was millimeters away from a headshot there. Very good try from Ace.
If he would have been able to get that, it would have been insane. Look at this. Headshots, Kodo, 1 kill. Alright, and something I've been noticing too, it appears that LHW is always carrying one of those bulletproofs UAC. I'm pretty sure they might be getting that flare gun that is so famous in PUBG Mobile from Novo, calling it in, and that's actually a card that you want to go ahead and have, but you gotta be careful because you can't shoot out of those cars.
No, you can't. They're very difficult to shoot out of because you can't. And they're actually not super bulletproof, so you can still shoot bullets into there and do damage. It's kind of a death trap, so I'm surprised to see that thing driving around.
I wonder if they're just mostly using it as cover. We've seen them pretty much drive around with four cars each. Each player just having a single car to themselves. They don't mind if they get blown up as long as they can use it for cover. And look at this circle right here. Not a hard shift whatsoever, as all the teams, pretty much all the teams are currently inside. And the Divine Mansion, Galaxy being here, trying to take control of Mansion, but they gotta watch out because they do have Torty nearby.
Torty outside the compound here, looting up a house, getting position. Just taking a peek at Galaxy, who's got Dudu looking out the window, Kong hanging out in the background here.
Looking for him. He does have the tree nearby, so nobody's going to go ahead and spot him. But Torty does have that gun ready. He has the M4, and he also has a level 3 helmet. So if anything, he is going to go ahead and be able to take some shots, but they have to watch out because the Japanese team is going to come up from behind, and they could actually go ahead and get him. Now, keep in mind, the zone is going to go ahead and move here shortly, ladies and gentlemen, and it looks like it's going to go ahead and be going to Yasnaya. The zone is going to Yasnaya, which means a lot of teams are currently outside the zone, PB.
Looking strong here from LH. They've got the cars down in the tunnels, and they're going to be bringing them out. Korea Winter Chicken Dinner lurking close by here. They're going to happen to see them. Yeah, they know they're there. June's got that UMP scoped in from a distance. That's one of them, the shining weapons today. Pyra's been rocking it. June's been rocking it. We've seen some really solid UMP play from all players today.
And that's something I love seeing about LHW. They pretty much, as soon as the zone moves, they say, all right, everybody, roll up. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. We do not want to stay here whatsoever. Let's start getting our positioning in. Let's start making sure we take over a certain compound. That way we don't have to worry about moving in late once the circle starts pushing.
And you see Kato out in the middle of nowhere, just chilling, hanging out. Buying some time. He's trying to finish higher than 18. He's made his way to 17 at this point.
Not only him, but also Amit.
Yeah.
Amit, one of the players that we saw earlier. LHW, LCD, the disrespect once again. Go hits and runs over somebody. He's not even going to try to finish him up. He's just letting him know, watch out. Don't stay out for too long.
That's right. LHW prioritizing position over fragging at this point, given their position in the tournament. But oh my goodness, we got some return fire coming. DAY-2 finishing out somebody with the M16 after a nice little snipe.
And if anything, that would be the best time to go ahead and push the Japanese team as they were currently outnumbered and full send exclusive. Just pretty much ramming that car into the wall and getting herself inside the safe zone. And look at this. Katarina going to go ahead and more than likely do the same thing. And LHW starting to take over this little building right here. He notices the car. He knows what's happening here. I wonder if he's going to go ahead and try to blow out those tires so they don't get away, or just wait patiently so that he doesn't give out his position.
You know, that's one thing I figured out about the use for that armored UAC. It's a little bit heavier. So when you run over people out in the open field, it hurts more. That's what I think the use is.
It definitely does. As Amit is currently getting shot right here, Amit doesn't have any players left. So if he gets knocked, that is going to go ahead and be it for him. He's able to go ahead and sneak up a little bit. He is currently being a snake. But ladies and gentlemen, once you're by yourself and going up against all these teams, you might be the only hope.
Galaxy coming in from Korea, being shot at by their Japanese counterparts, Solgia. Oh, can they get out of dodge? Let's see. They're going to be going right to Yasnaya, where guess who is waiting for them?
LHW, Hero, everybody, Hero. I'm pretty sure they want to go and get some kills as he is able to go and take out Galaxy. Look at him go. He knows that there's more coming. He wants to go ahead and get that finish. Here comes the smokes from the Galaxy team. I wonder if they're going to go ahead and try to push that, or if he's going to go ahead and throw that grenade, which he throws the grenade, but he throws it inside.
Wow, that was awfully close. He blew a huge chance there, but he's able to get the finish after all. Holy cow, he almost blew himself up. That was not the intention. Man, he made that a little bit more difficult than it needed to be.
It did, but in a way, it kind of turned out working for him as he was able to go ahead and rotate to a different window and get the kill that he solely needed, as Hero currently has 2 players left. And look at this, the Japanese team, I want to go ahead and see what they can do. They didn't have such a great showing on day number 1. Can they go ahead and come out and just get some more kills and get even a better placing?
RRQ just knocked Hot Jukes from wildcard, so they're engaged somewhere. Majet just went down to the play zone, it looks like. Ooh, RRQ getting knocked. Wildcard firing back. Seagut getting the knock there.
Seagut, we know he's a good player. We know that what he can do up close and personal. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the circle has moved. LHW is going to have to move. Hero's going to have to move. Galaxy is going to have to move. All these teams that we're currently seeing on your screen are going to have to move. And they need to go ahead and do it as soon as possible because they got 1 minute left before the circle starts moving in. And look at this. LHW is starting to take out people there. Did I see somebody from Full Sand being able to go ahead and take down somebody from LHW? LHW clears up Full Sand. Lucifer being able to get some kills as well. Sega gets taken down by Illuminate. And look at this angle that RRQ is trying to get here on Gangstars, as Gangstars is taking over that little sniper tower.
Trying to keep track of what's happening in the kill feed, it's really, really difficult because you'll see 2 squads fighting each other and then all of a sudden a 3rd squad knocking somebody, the same one, and then a 4th squad. Everybody seems to be fighting everybody here on rotation.
So much action.
Illuminate chasing RRQ right now after taking out Wildcard.
Wildcard just currently in a bad position here as they are going to go ahead and start being surrounded, and they're not going to be able to get that much cover, but RRQ does notice a player laying down. He takes those shots, and he's going to go ahead and make sure he finishes him with that mini 14, and that 6 tap down.
Oh, he sees another one.
Love. He backs it. He says, you know what, let me go. I'm not going to go ahead and finish off yet. He's not standing up. He's just staying there. He's saying what's going to
just got a kill as well, taking out Nanitu from Japan.
Amit definitely putting up the firepower there for the Terror Squad as Outsider's getting caught out once again. He is known to overextend a little bit. Outsider needs to back up a little bit more because if not, he's going to go ahead and get picked apart here as RRQ has his eyesight straight on him. And
great shots.
He wasn't able to find any cover as we're seeing LHW take out somebody from Gangstars as well.
RRQ really, really impressive there with that mini 14. G9 just not missing very many shots at all. Knocking 3 different teams there. That was really, really impressive.
And interesting stuff by Amit. Amit is now starting to push towards the zone, and RRQ Senior with the clutch that we saw from yesterday.
Another kill from RRQ G9. Great work with that mini.
He's sitting at 8 kills, PB, and there's still 24 people left, ladies and gentlemen. So they can definitely go ahead and start racking up the kills here, something that they are known for. And look at this, Gangstars.
Look at the position of Gangstars.
Interesting here.
They are in the middle of this zone for now, but we do have a new zone developing, and nothing is currently inside of it. Kind of interesting.
The longest kill distance here is by RRQ G9 with 267 meters. Is he going to be able to go ahead and continue that trend though, because now GTW has spotted them, and GTW needs to go ahead and get this finish if they want to go ahead and move up on the leaderboard. They want to go ahead and just clear out RRQ. This is what they want, and they just died. They do just that with the M4.
They've got a little bit of time, though, before the zone does collapse, but they're in a problematic spot right now. Gangstars trying to move their way in, using their smokes to their advantage. Ever Fury's going to get knocked here. Ever Fury goes down to 6 God. Smoke just a little bit late. He's able to get popped there. Trying to grab some cover. He's found him. Can he connect for the win?
He's still shooting him even though he's through his smoke. You gotta go ahead and move around. LHW currently trying to control this compound as GTW is pretty much fighting off Gangstars and also RRQ.
Look at this, Arab Madness making an appearance here in the top 7. King is still alive, as well as the rest of his squad over to the side here.
Ooh, Arab Madness gets taken down there by LHW, and more than likely he's not going to be able to get picked up because the zone is now starting to move up. Arab Madness King with the DP28 starting to push up as well. LHW is going to go ahead and have to sacrifice some players here as this zone is coming in. GTW is going to go ahead and come up as well. Is he going to be able to go ahead and get out of that zone? Arab Madness goes down to GTW.
Again, GTW with the superior positioning in every final zone so far. LHW again doesn't get the final circle, looking strong all game, but unable to get into the final zone. Ace goes down. They're down to 1 more member. It looks like Zen is trying to get his way in. He does do so, healing up at this point, but they are in a load of trouble.
Kaiser's Hungry gets taken out there by the Japanese team. Look at Fire waiting patiently by himself inside the smoke area. And the Japanese team looking very strong here as they are actually trying to secure their highest placing so far in the tournament.
Japan looking really good right now. Couple of members left. One of them is knocked, though, at this point. Again, 6 teams left, but only 13 alive, so not much more than 2 per team at this point. A lot of individuals crawling around, and you got Illuminate here with 2 to their name. JCZ and Maroon 5 trying to clutch out for him.
GTW getting taken out by LHW. RRQ seeing that, and they're also start shooting at them. There you go. There goes some players there from GTW. Is LHW going to go and push the action a little bit here as they're getting
huge grenade there. Nice work from Zen. LHW ending the game for their counterparts there. They will be moving on, and that is huge for them as they're trying to put some distance between them and GTW in the standings.
And look at that beautiful shot there by RRQ Sung as he was able to go ahead and get some knocks. And LHW is he going to be able to get out of there? Barely with 5 HP. He's going to be able to go ahead and take out somebody. Illuminate Maroon 5.
Ace goes down. Pyra getting a kill there on Illuminate JCZ. Pyra is really trying to clutch this. Look at this. Gets the finish. Nice job. He's gotten himself into the top 3.
Pyra, finally the North American team being able to go into the top 3. Can Pyra go ahead and just secure another top 2 spot? RRQ still looking dominant. They're looking for the 4th win in a row. They do have 3 members left. They're going up against the Japanese team in Pyra, which is by himself.
Interesting tactics here from RRQ. They're very split, which could prove a little bit interesting. We've got ourselves Gangstars hanging out in the smoke right now. And they seem to know that. Grenades coming in. He's in the blue zone, trying to outlast, trying to med. Japan with 2 members left, really trying to figure out what's going on. Look at this, RRQ. He's got the kill.
Waiting patiently.
Pyra goes down.
To push the action. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. RRQ sees him, and he goes in a row. 4 in a row, ladies and gentlemen. RRQ is showing us what they're made of, and they are trying to make sure they start winning it from freaking team number 2.
4 in a row.
Play.
Unbelievable stuff here. RRQ Athena, welcome back to the stage once again. They're getting used to talking to these guys. 13 kills in this one to wrap up the chicken dinner. We're really proud of Team Japan making an appearance in the top 2. Nice job to them. Doggy, Salt Chia, Cat Attitude, and Leshy all making their way